While we don't know what President Trump will say tonight, here are some of the most repeated claims about the border in recent speeches and press conferences. First up from VP Mike Pence, a claim that 17,000 criminals with records were caught coming across our southern border. This claim is false. Customs and Border Protection data shows that yes, nearly 17,000 people with criminal backgrounds were stopped in 2017, but that included all points of entry, including airports, the Canadian border, and more. Only about 6,000 or 35% were definitely caught coming across our southern border. In a letter to Congress, President Trump said each week 300 Americans die from heroin, 90% of which comes from across the southern border. That claim is verified. CDC data shows in 2017 more than 15,000 people died from heroin overdoses. That's about 327 per week. And separate reports from the DEA and the Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement both state that more than 90% of heroin in the U.S. comes from Mexico. Verified. Next, a claim from Louisiana Representative Steve Scalise. He spoke after President Trump on Friday. He said more than 3,700 known or suspected terrorists tried to enter the country in 2017. That's verified, but it needs context when you're talking about the border. A DHS release Monday confirmed on average they stopped 10 watch list members a day, or about 3,700 a year. But read a little bit lower, they also write that, quote, most of these individuals are trying to enter the U.S. by air. So verified, but important context that the majority are caught traveling by air, not crossing the southern border. Finally, a few fast facts worth knowing before the speech tonight. Illegal immigrations peaked in 1986 and 2000 at about 1.7 million people. Since 2009, the numbers have stayed between 300 to 500,000. Of the 362,000 immigrants stopped at the southern border last year, 2% had criminal records. And since 2005, the United States has legally processed more than 1 million new residents every year. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.